I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
Stop scrolling, because the drama surrounding Teyana Taylor, Iman Shumpert, and Aaron Pierre has just taken a turn no one saw coming. Breaking reports confirm that Iman has filed a restraining order against Aaron, and the details behind it are so explosive that even the fans who thought they'd seen it all are stunned. This isn't just a messy breakup anymore. This is a full-blown war, and the court system has officially been dragged into it. Now, for those of you who've been following this roller coaster, you already know that things between Iman and Aaron have been boiling over for weeks. It started off with rumors, whispers, awkward sightings of the two men crossing paths, but what seemed like simple tension quickly turned into open hostility. And now, with this restraining order, it's no longer speculation. It's documented, it's legal, and it's deadly serious. Let's rewind for a second, because this restraining order didn't just come out of thin air. From the moment Aaron came into Teyana's life, Iman has felt like his entire world was slipping out of his hands. Imagine being a man who once had it all: the love of your wife, the laughter of your children filling your home, the respect of the public who saw you as the perfect family man. And then, piece by piece, watching it unravel as another man slowly becomes a constant presence in the world you once built. That's the storm Iman has been living in. Sources close to the situation have said Iman never handled it quietly. He showed up at Teyana's house unannounced more than once, often trying to check in on the kids, but those visits weren't always calm. Neighbors whispered about raised voices, late-night arguments, and even times when the two men had to be separated before things got physical. And the thing is, everyone thought it was just emotional outbursts. Messy, yes, but nothing more than bitter exes and a new boyfriend clashing.
But Iman?
He was quietly documenting it, writing things down, taking mental notes, preparing for the day he would step into court and say, "This is not safe anymore." That day has arrived. The restraining order filing reportedly lays everything bare. According to the documents, Iman claims that Aaron has engaged in behavior that left him feeling harassed, intimidated, and even unsafe in his role as a father. The words in the filing aren't vague. They paint Aaron as a man who has crossed lines over and over again. Aggressive language, threatening presence, showing up in places Iman didn't expect him to be. To Iman, this wasn't just disrespect. This was danger. And now he's asking the court to step in and draw a line that Aaron cannot cross. Think about how shocking that is for the fans. For weeks, people have argued over whether Iman was just being jealous, whether Aaron was being targeted unfairly, or whether Teyana was stuck in the middle of nothing more than male ego. But this filing puts all that debate into black and white. It's no longer just gossip. It's evidence. It's allegations. And it's real enough that a judge has to look at it. And let's not forget Teyana here. Because while the men are the ones in the headlines, she's the one whose heart is being split down the middle. Sources say when she heard that Iman had filed the restraining order, she broke down in tears. This wasn't what she wanted. Not for her. Not for her children. Not for anyone. She reportedly begged Iman not to take things this far, to think about the impact it would have, but he wouldn't back down. For Iman, this wasn't about drama anymore. It was about protection. At least, that's how he sees it. Fans immediately picked sides, and the reaction has been explosive. Some are saying Iman did exactly what he needed to do, that if he truly feels unsafe, or if the kids could ever be exposed to hostility, then this restraining order is the responsible choice. But others are furious. They're accusing Iman of weaponizing the legal system, of trying to sabotage Teyana's relationship with Aaron out of nothing more than jealousy. The internet is flooded with hashtags. Hashtag Team Iman. Hashtag Team Aaron. TikTok creators are posting hour-long breakdowns. Twitter spaces are filled with heated debates. Everyone has an opinion, but nobody has the full truth. And then, there's the courtroom itself. The atmosphere when this filing became public was like something out of a movie. Reporters swarmed outside the courthouse, waiting to catch a glimpse of Iman arriving with his legal team. He walked in looking cold, serious, and determined. Not the fun-loving ex-NBA star people once adored, but a man who looked like he was ready for battle. Hours later, Aaron was spotted too, looking furious, telling people close to him that he would clear his name. You could see the storm brewing in both of them, even from the outside. And caught in the middle once again is Tayana, silent, absent. But her silence speaks louder than words. For the fans, the biggest heartbreak isn't even about the drama. It's about the kids. Because no matter which side you believe, the children are the ones who will carry the weight of this battle. Sources claim they've already witnessed the tension, the arguments, the cold stares between the two men. And for any parent, that image is gut-wrenching. That's why some people believe Iman filed this restraining order for one reason only: to make sure his daughters are never caught in the middle of something that could turn violent. In his eyes, this isn't about jealousy. It's about protection. It's about being a father who refuses to gamble with his children's safety. But here's the thing. This isn't the end. In fact, this could just be the beginning of a much deeper, much more complicated legal and emotional battle. The restraining order currently being considered against Aaron could shift the entire dynamic not just between him and Iman, but between everyone involved, including Tayana and the kids. If the court decides to grant this restraining order, Aaron may be legally barred from coming anywhere near Iman, their children, or even Tayana's home. That's not just a legal consequence. That's an emotional bomb waiting to explode. Imagine the weight that puts on Tayana. She's stuck in the middle of something she didn't ask for, and now she may be forced to choose between standing by Aaron, who she supported until now, or protecting the stability and safety of her family. What if her home is no longer a neutral ground? What if her children are exposed to escalating tensions or dragged into the public spotlight? The pressure is immense. It's the kind of pressure that doesn't just strain relationships, it can break them. Legal experts have weighed in, and they're already warning that this could easily spiral out of control. A restraining order could be the first domino in a series of legal actions. Custody disputes could follow, especially if Iman claims that Aaron's presence poses a risk to the children. From there, things could snowball into court battles that drain everyone emotionally, financially, and mentally. There's even talk of potential defamation suits if Aaron feels that the accusations against him are false and damaging to his reputation. And let's not forget, in the age of social media, reputations aren't just destroyed in courtrooms anymore. They're destroyed online in real time. But that's not all. Behind the scenes, the whispers are growing louder. Sources close to the situation claim that Iman isn't done. In fact, some insiders suggest that she has more evidence. Evidence that hasn't been revealed yet. We're talking about text messages, voice recordings, perhaps even eyewitness accounts that could dramatically change the narrative. If those messages surface and show a pattern of threatening behavior, manipulation, or worse, it could blow this entire case wide open. And if the court sees those messages, if the public sees them, it won't just be about a restraining order anymore. It will become a story about character, about trust, and about who people choose to believe. That could affect Aaron's career, his personal relationships, even his freedom depending on the severity of the claims. Meanwhile, Tayana is caught in a storm she never asked for. She has to think not just about what's right in the moment, but about what's sustainable for her family in the long term. Does she stay loyal to someone being accused of serious misconduct, or does she step away to protect herself and her children from potential fallout? Either choice comes with consequences. And in the court of public opinion, every move she makes will be dissected and judged. This isn't just a scandal. It's a web, legal, emotional, and deeply personal. And if the rumors are true about what Iman still has up her sleeve, this story is far from over. In fact, it may only be just getting started. And that's where this story goes from shocking to terrifying. Because if that evidence is as real as people are claiming, then what we've seen so far is just the surface. The real storm hasn't even hit yet,